to another Friday Finish Lines. Thank you for joining me here on my YouTube channel where I take motivational quotes on different topics in order to better you guys every day so that you're forming good habits not only for yourself but for the people around you. Like my quote or like my motto says, do more, want more, and give more, not only for yourself and for others. And so with that being said, you're here joining me for some more quotes and another topic to elevate your mind. And I hope you guys take away from what I say today and have something to say in the comments down below about what it is that you think about thoughts to actions, and how not only do your thoughts control the way you perceive the world, but they control the outcome of the things that you want to put your mind to or the things that you have interest in. That being said, I have two amazing quotes for you guys today, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy them. All right, let's get started. So this first segment of my video is kind of going to be on what I talked about just a second ago, is the idea that your thoughts control your perspective. They control the way your life is going to turn out and the kind of person you're going to become for yourself and for your future family, your coworkers, and your family that you have right now. As time goes on, you can get better and you can change the way you are if you have a problem with the way you are, or you want to get better, or you want to just become the best version of yourself. But the only way that's going to happen is if you change the way you think. If you find yourself in a loop and you continue to do the same things over and over again, then really take a step back and analyze not only the circle that you surround yourself with, but the way you think about the good and the bad that happen in your life. And one thing I like to always remember, and I kind of saw it the other day, so I'm going to tell you guys about it, but Mike Tyson in a podcast interview, he said that you have to take the good and the bad. You have to take all of it and you have to run with it. There's no way you can get around it. There's no way you can fight through it. It's gonna happen. You can't fix your past and you can't predict the future. So be present and learn from everything that's happening to you. If you find yourself doing the same things over and over again, switch it up. Do something different. Think differently. Go at it a different way. Because if you continue to go at the bad things in your life with anger, jealousy, or resentment, then you're gonna come out with the same solution. But if you come at it with compassion, understanding, and the willingness to learn, then maybe something else will happen. I mean, everyone wants good things to happen to them, but seldom do we appreciate it. The things that we truly remember are kind of the bad things that happen to us. Instead of being grateful for all the good that's happened every single day leading up until you watching this video, think about your week. Do you remember all the bad things, or were you grateful for all the good things? And the quote I have for you guys today comes from Jack Canfield, and he says, "The bottom line is that you are the one who's creating your life the way it is." I'm going to read that again. The bottom line is that you are the one who's creating your life the way it is. The way your life is going right now, that's all you. There's no one to blame. There's no one to point your finger at, because you've made the decisions that have led you to this point in your life. And there's no one to put that blame on. There's no one to put that weight on, because you carry that weight. At the end of the day, you go home with yourself and you live with the decision that you've made thus far. So take a step back and realize the choices you made. Think about the situations you find yourself in where your thoughts are scrambled, and immediately think, what is the first thing that I do? Do I react, or do I take the time to think about it? Do I take my time to really find my peace before I react in some sort of anger, or like I said before, jealousy or resentment? The life you currently live is the result of all your past thoughts and actions. You are in charge of your current thought and present feelings. I like that line so much. It is the result of your past thoughts and actions. Like I said, if you allow your past, or if you allow yourself to continue in this loop where you're making the same mistake over and over again, then you're just going to start at square one. You're never going to be better. And if you think that you've gotten past it because you've just forgotten about it and it's never going to come back, I'm telling you, life has a way of making that thing come back and teaching you. Because until you get past it, until you actually learn from it, you'll never get rid of it. It'll always come back some way or another. And the last line saying that you are in charge of your current thoughts and present feelings. When something bad happens to you or something good, you have the choice to be in control of those feelings. You make that choice right then and there to know, how am I going to react to this, and how am I going to let it affect this mental balance that I have in my mind. Am I gonna let it tip to one side, or am I gonna let it tip to the other? And that is all up to you in those current moments, because no one has control over your life but you. All right, guys, so I'm gonna give my little testimony. I haven't done this in a while, but I'm gonna use myself as a reference just so you guys feel that maybe you can relate to me, or you feel comfortable discussing this with yourself. But my idea of where this situation came into my life was about 2 years ago. When I graduated high school, life was so new to me. Everything was so new and different. I wanted to just try everything because, I was curious, like we all are at some point in our lives. And so, instead of dealing with the childhood traumas I've accumulated over the years, I filled those areas of my life, areas of my mind with distractions, with things and material situations that should have been used in a different way. And instead of actually dealing with what was going on in my mind and going on with what was happening in front of me, I just distracted myself. I did everything I could in order to run from it instead of facing it. And when things came to a point where I was fed up and I just broke down and I was helpless, I felt so lost. And the only way I could turn to was God. I begged him to ask me to help me, to heal me in some way or shape or form. And that's when I started taking accountability for my actions, really making sure I'm thinking about what I want to do before I do it, cutting out some things in my life where there have been people or substances that I was abusing. And that's just what you have to do. If you find yourself in a loop, or you find yourself doing the same thing or distracting yourself with the same thing over and over again, I'm here to tell you, it will bring you no happiness. It's all temporary, and it will never last long enough for you to fill that void that you have inside of you. Take it from someone who's been there. You cannot fill that void with temporary things. You need to face it, and you need to heal those voids, those holes in your heart or in your mind, with good and with purposeful things. And all that stems from is putting yourself first and loving yourself. The quote I have for you guys today comes from Marcus Aurelius. I think I said that right. He says, "The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts." What are you thinking about? What are you talking about when you're around people? What are you looking forward to in your life? Are you looking forward to doing the next event? Are you looking forward to hanging out with some people? Are you looking forward to starting a new job, doing certain things? Pay attention to the things in your life or the thoughts that you have when you are faced with adversity, when you are faced with just regular everyday things. And pay attention to how you react and how you let it affect you, because it's all temporary and you have control over those current feelings and those current thoughts. Because the more and more you are aware and emotionally intelligent about what's going on when you are faced with uncomfortable situations, the more comfortable you get feeling uncomfortable. That's something I always say, because I just think getting comfortable in uncomfortable situations is the best way to deal with adversity or deal with anything in your life that is going to challenge you later on. And the more and more you are aware of what you're feeling and how your body and your mind is reacting to certain situations, the better you will be at facing what's going to come later on in your life. All right, thank you so much for joining me here on my Friday Finish Lines. I appreciate each and every one of you for your continuous support. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Check out my old videos just in case you want to give yourself a reminder about something that you're struggling with right now in your life. Leave a like, leave a comment, let people know what it is that you believe they can do in order to control their thoughts, in order to form good actions, good habits, and a good character. Because that's what we're all about. We're all about putting ourselves first, loving ourselves, so that we can love everyone else around us just as much. Because if you don't love yourself, then you're never going to love people the way they should be loved. And if you don't love yourself, you're never going to be able to put up boundaries and have respect for yourself when you are faced with people who have ill intentions. And so continue to form those good habits, continue to become the best version of yourself, because I believe that you can do it. And just remember, you're never alone in this world. I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. Have a great week. Catch me again next Friday. All right? Thank you so much.